Am I on the air?
Do I have everybody's attention now? Do I have everybody's attention now?
Don, I got you.
Do I have everybody's
Sunday
attention
night.
now?
You put them cameras on me, then you must be willing to get that heart touch. This a must-see feeling. The news ain't good, then it must be villain. So I say a tag grounded, I don't trust these ceilings. Spread across your nose, and I'm on your ear. Highest necks on the cloud. Am I in the air? Sunday nights, prime time. I flex mine better. Voltron transform to DX Don Mega. And off scene, you probably think I'm nice, cause I flow like a stream to your wireless device. And the smoke full of steam on any given night. I'll short like a piece of any given slice. And for the latest and what is best about, I tune in and tune the rest out, Don. You gotta tell them, am I in the clear? Is this thing on? Am I on the air? On the air.
Well, what is going down, everybody? Welcome back to another brand new edition of Am I on the Air? I am your host, Don Mega, and I welcome you to the show. It is a Tuesday. It's November the 26th. We are broadcasting live from the Red Dragons radio studios here in lovely Tucson, Arizona, where the weather is starting to get oh so nice. It is season 19, episode 7, and tonight's show is titled, I Suspect Foul Play. That's right. I'm happy because I am bringing you an early movie review here tonight on the show. I got to see Knives Out a week early, so we will be talking about that in our movie review, non-spoiler. And, of course, all the latest and greatest when it comes to the world of entertainment news, television, movies, trailers, the whole nine. We break it down for you right here on Am I on the Air? So, without any further ado, let's jump right into it with our non-spoiler movie review of the week, and it is Rian Johnson's latest film, Knives Out. Alright, so it was pretty cool. Rian Johnson did these early screenings across the nation last week to be able to get a jump start on seeing the movie, which doesn't open until this Black Friday, and I was really excited about it because, man, ever since the trailers dropped, I thought this looked really good. I mean, especially because of the cast. I mean, it's very rare that you get a movie with a star-studded cast like this. It's every once in a blue moon. And so Rian Johnson, who of course directed Star Wars The Last Jedi, he did Looper. This is his kind of throwback to like Clue, just a good murder mystery whodunit, right? So you have Christopher Plummer in this movie, who is this real big author who built this book dynasty. He's super rich, and they find him dead one morning, and it's right after his birthday. So then they're wondering, did somebody kill him? They're trying to say it's a suicide, but then they think there's more to it. So you got Daniel Craig in this. You got Chris Evans, Ana de Armas, Jamie Lee Curtis, Michael Shannon, Don Johnson, Toni Collette, Lakeith Stanfield, like I said, Christopher Plummer, Catherine Langford. I mean, it goes on and on and on in this movie. From a cast standpoint, it's just phenomenal. So Lakeith Stanfield and Daniel Craig are investigating the death of Christopher Plummer's character. Now, Chris Evans and Jamie Lee Curtis, Michael Shannon, Don Johnson, Toni Collette, Catherine Langford, they all play relatives of Christopher Plummer that's being investigated. Ana de Armas plays his nurse. She was taking care of him before he passed. And it's just this breakdown of all these different situations of real crazy stuff behind the scenes that as the investigation's going on, it's showing you what really happened and the twists and the turns. Oh man, it's a great murder mystery. I don't want to spoil anything. I'm trying to tiptoe around it. But you know, it's fun. It's funny. It tells a great story. It keeps you wondering what's going on. And at the end of the day, it's just a real fun movie to watch. So I think if you watch the trailer and you even remotely were like, yeah, that looks pretty good, I think you're really going to like it, and I highly suggest you go check out Knives Out. I had a blast with it. My wife actually got to go with me. She never goes to the movies with me, and she absolutely loved it as well. So it was a fun ride, and I think you should definitely check it out. I would give Knives Out 4 out of 5 stars. A real solid flick. Okay, so that's our big movie review of the week. Yes, sorry, I don't have any more to go into. I know Frozen 2 came out. I know 21 Bridges came out. We will probably go see 21 Bridges this weekend because we couldn't see it last weekend because we went and saw Knives Out early. So it was more important to me to see Knives Out. But we'll probably check out 21 Bridges this weekend. I don't think I'm going to get to see Frozen 2. My daughter wants to go see it, but my wife is going to actually take her to go see it on Black Friday, and I will be working all day. So they'll have to tell me what they thought about Frozen 2, which of course is the #1 movie in the box office worldwide, and we'll get to that, of course, later on in the show. All right, let's switch gears and let's get into our news of the week. They got a new movie being put together called Kill Switch, and it's set to star Josh Brolin, Don Cheadle, and Sebastian Stan, which is going to be an upcoming crime drama set in the 1950s. Interesting cast here, all from the Avengers movies. I love when they put that together. Director Fede Alvarez is set to direct The Shining in the White House. Yes, that's right, a horror movie set in the White House. Why not? Sounds good. Fede Alvarez is an amazing director, especially in the horror genre, so I will take it. Guardians of the Galaxy actress Pom Klementieff, who played Mantis in the Guardians of the Galaxy and, of course, Infinity War and Endgame, she has joined the cast of Mission Impossible 7 and 8. So pretty cool there. Love the addition of her. I love this news right here. Henry Cavill doing some work, doing some PR stuff for a new health magazine that he's in, and of course talking about The Witcher coming soon to Netflix. Well, guess what? They brought up Superman, and he said, I haven't given up the role. He says as far as he's concerned, the cape is still in his closet. He's still Superman, and he still has stories he wants to tell, and he loves the character, and he's not walking away from it. So I love this. It's great to hear Henry talk so positive about Superman because he's my favorite Superman that there's ever been, and I would love to see him come back and do something else. It's funny because this news broke about a week ago, and just this morning I'm starting to hear rumors that he might actually be in the Black Adam movie with The Rock. That would be phenomenal, wouldn't it? I mean, so that gets me excited right there, and I hope my fingers are crossed. I know Henry loves being Superman, and this is just great to hear, especially when, we lost Ben Affleck as Batman, and there's been so many grumblings about, Warner Brothers is moving on, and we're going to do something different for Superman. I'm glad to hear that he still wants to stick around. So if he's not Superman anymore, then that's totally on WB. So my fingers are crossed. I hope to God to see Henry Cavill back with the S on his chest sooner rather than later. Zoe Saldana is set to star in Reed Morano's new thriller. It's going to be a drama called Sabaya. That's right. It's coming very soon. Quibi once again. I had to look into Quibi because we started talking about Quibi now for the last couple months as another streaming service. And Quibi is actually short for Quick Bites, from what I found out. And basically what it is going to be is short form content. So Quibi is going to be this setup where they're going to film 6 to 8 hours worth of content. And then every week they're going to release about 10 to 15 minute clips or 10 to 15 minute like mini episodes that will go on throughout the year, equaling that, 6 hours or so of storytelling. Very interesting concept. I don't know how I feel like I can really get into something within 10 minutes or so, especially waiting week after week after week for a 10-minute bite. But it's going to be interesting to see, especially because they're getting some mad talent signing up for this thing. But Quibi is also developing a Turn of the Screw series opposite Netflix's Haunting of Bly Manor. So this kind of goes hand in hand with that. And they're going to be telling that story of Turn of the Screw over on Quibi. Bong Joon-ho's next project will be a Korean horror action film. I know a lot of people love in Parasite that he just did, so we'll see what his next big thing is. Aaron Eckhart has signed up for a new Vietnam War thriller called Ambush. J.J. Abrams says Rise of Skywalker will properly tell the story of Leia, which sounds awesome. Netflix has ordered a Kevin Hart documentary series called Don't Fuck This Up. So, very, very cool. It's a 6-part documentary series with Kevin Hart, so looking forward to that. Kevin is the best. Amazon has already ordered a 2nd season of their Lord of the Rings TV series. Oh, man. So here we go. Season 2 already ordered, and we haven't even started Season 1 yet. Gotta love when they do that. Netflix has just nabbed Chinatown prequel series from Robert Towne and David Fincher. That's right. So look for that coming very soon. Idris Elba is set to star in a new Netflix Western called The Harder They Fall. We have your first look at the Fast and Furious animated series that's coming to Netflix called Spy Racers. You can take a look at that and see how that's panning out to be. We have the final trailer for The Irishman, and we have trailer number 2 for Cats, which looks just as bad as trailer number 1. Oh, good. Let's see here. Marvel's Runaways set to end with season 3. We talked about this at the very end of last week's episode. News was just dropping on this, and it is official. Hulu is canceling Marvel's Runaways, so it will wrap up with season 3 that drops in mid-December. Director Elizabeth Banks sounds off on Charlie's Angels bombing. That's right. Check out this article if you're interested to see why she thinks the movie bombed, and I think she's wrong for her thoughts. But hey, that is her opinion and entitled to it. We have the 40 acts returning for season 2 of America's Got Talent, The Champions. So you can check that out if you're interested to see who's coming back. I actually watch the show, and I actually choose to not see what acts are coming back, so it's a big surprise when I watch the show. RuPaul's Netflix sitcom AJ and the Queen gets a January premiere date, coming soon here, very, very soon. Daisy Jones and the Six has cast The Girlfriend Experience's Riley Coe as Daisy. The Kelly Clarkson Show has been officially renewed for a 2nd season. It looks like we are going to get that next Star Trek film, Star Trek 4, from the Chris Pine era of Star Trek, and it looks like Noah Hawley himself is going to direct and write the next film. That's right. FX's Legion and Fargo, that Noah Hawley is set to write and direct the next Star Trek film, and it looks like the whole cast from the Chris Pine era are going to be returning. No word yet on Chris Hemsworth, though, because I know that was the original story they were going to do for part 4, but I think they're going to go another direction now. They started releasing some TV spots for The Rise of Skywalker, so we, of course, have that up on all our social media. Netflix has picked up a Viking sequel series from creator Michael Hurst. That's right, 24 episodes of Vikings Valhalla is going to be a sequel series coming to Netflix. Let's see here. Lionsgate has picked up a new comedy set in the world of K-pop from Rebel Wilson. That's right, so I'll be curious to see how that one pans out. Nickelodeon has renewed the preschool series Blue's Clues and You for a 2nd season. Johnny Galecki is reteaming with CBS for a new comedy. That's right, he's redeveloping a multi-camera comedy called Bait and Tackle for CBS. They started working together for a pilot that would have aired this season, but they missed the mark, so they're working on it to get it out for the next season. Showtime's drama pilot Yellow Jackets is firming up its cast, and they just added Juliette Lewis and Christina Ricci signing on for key roles. Very, very cool. Dexter Fletcher is set to direct a movie about Dracula's henchmen. That's right. I don't know if we need it, but that's right. Another Quibi show coming is Zac Efron. Yep, that's right. Zac Efron doing a new Quibi adventure series called Killing Zac Efron. That's right. They compare it to like the Netflix Bear Grylls show, right? Where it's just like it's going to be him doing crazy shit that people want to see him do. And so yeah, he's going to be in his own survival adventure series, and it's set to debut on Quibi. Adam Landberg Adam Lamberg is returning as Gordo in the Disney Plus series for the Lizzie McGuire revival that they're working on. Supposedly, the next Star Wars movie will be announced in January, and they already have a director attached, so we'll see where that goes. Michael Moorcock's The Elric Saga is coming to television. They're working on that right now to bring it to the small screen. Todd Phillips in early discussions to do a Joker sequel. That's right, it looks like him and Joaquin Phoenix are in early discussions. Now, depending on where you look at your news, you'll see some sites say it's a done deal. You'll see some sites say it's just Todd Phillips. Some sites say it's just Joaquin. They're talking, they're trying to figure it out, but nothing is concrete at this point. And there's a lot of rumors going around, too, that Todd Phillips is asking to do other villain origin stories. Supposedly that's not confirmed at this point, and they're still looking into that. So we'll see where that goes. Supposedly also in the rumor mill, Star Wars, looking at Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, and Kevin Feige as basically the captains to steer Star Wars in the future. So take that for what you will, and we'll see where that goes. We have the first trailer for Call of the Wild starring Harrison Ford. Based on the book, trailer looks okay. I wasn't blown away by it, sorry. SNL's got a couple hosts coming soon, and I love both of them. J-Lo and Scarlett Johansson set to host episodes in December. Oh, yeah. DC Universe's Stargirl is now set to premiere on the CW as well. So yes, this show is coming to the DC Universe streaming app, and supposedly when a new episode drops the following day on the CW, the episode will launch on the CW as well. I don't understand why they're doing this. It kind of pisses me off as somebody who pays for DC Universe that I want exclusive stuff that no one else can get, and now they're going to get it on the CW. Just like Doom Patrol is going to be on HBO Max. I don't understand. Why do you not want people to just have exclusivity on the DC Universe app? I don't really get it. It makes no sense. But good for Stargirl to get a wider audience by being on both the DC Universe and the streaming app, and the CW as well. Wes Craven's estate is actively taking pitches for a new Nightmare on Elm Street film. So they're looking at bringing back Nightmare on Elm Street, so we'll see where that goes. Harrison Ford looking to come to television. That's right, he's looking to star in a series adaptation of The Staircase. That's right, a scripted series adaptation of the docuseries that's centered on the trial. So The Staircase coming soon. We have the first teaser trailer for Jordan Peele's new Amazon show, The Hunters. So take a look at that new action thriller that's coming soon. Animated series Undone has been officially renewed for a second season over on Amazon. Ben Affleck is set to direct a film adaptation of King Leopold's Ghost. Shooting has officially begun on Dickinson Season 2, and Iron Fist himself, Finn Jones, has officially joined the cast. We have the first teaser for the NBC Bone Collector television show titled The Hunt. Holt McCallany joins Guillermo del Toro in his Nightmare Alley. The RoboCop Returns sequel is back on track now that Little Monsters director Abe Forsyth has signed on to direct the film. We got the new poster for Bad Boys for Life, which looks cool. The first trailer for Emma, starring Anna Taylor-Joy. Director Yorgos Lanthimos is set to helm the TV series The Man in the Rockefeller Suit. Apple has officially pulled The Banker from the AFI Fest over some last-minute concerns. So we'll see where that goes. We got some information with Jon Favreau talking about the absence of some merchandising for a little baby green guy. So take a look at that if you're wondering why you can't buy anything yet. But don't worry, it's coming. Days of Our Lives is nearing a renewal at NBC in the wake of the contract uproar that we were talking about before. Card Sharks and Pressure Luck have both been officially renewed with ABC for their fun and games lineup. Holly Hunter is joining Ted Danson in NBC's new LA Mayor comedy from Tina Fey and Robert Carlock. A Friday Night Lights movie is being worked on, as well as, I think, a Quibi show. So Universal has tapped John Eric Dowdle to direct the Friday Night Lights remake. Excuse me. We got an article up with Tim Miller discussing what happened with Terminator Dark Fate. So very interesting read with him. Check it out. Channing Tatum is set to adapt the Sam Keith comic, The Max. That's right. So I'm not familiar with The Max. I know my boy Peeps really loves it. My boy Friggins doesn't like it. So that leaves me kind of in the middle still wondering what to do about The Max. But yeah. So we'll see. We'll see if he's going to actually star in it. I know he's producing it. He's trying to get it off the ground. And then we'll see where it goes from there. But they are adapting The Max. The Batman movie has added another character, and that's right, John Turturro has signed on as Carmine Falcone. Oh, man. This is another A-list edition right here, and John Turturro is going to be fantastic as Falcone, man. Really, really like that. Dr. Sleep director Mike Flanagan has a Nightmare on Elm Street pitch. That's right. So we'll see where that goes. Corey Hawkins is in talks for Joe Cohen's Macbeth. Producer Graham King has acquired the rights to make a Michael Jackson film. We have the Crisis on Infinite Earths official poster. Check it up on our Instagram. American Gods Season 3 has added Danny Trejo and Wale to the cast for Season 3. Ben Stiller is set to direct and executive produce a new NBC sitcom called Home. Steph Curry and Will Arnett are going to be producing Fox's new sitcom, The Second Half. We have some first look photos of the finale and the teaser trailer for the finale of Titans, which airs this Friday. And finally, we get Nightwing, and I'm so excited about it. Titans has been fantastic. There's, of course, things I really like about it. There's some things I don't like about it either. But overall, it's a great DC show. At least that's on the DC Universe app. But yeah, the finale looks incredible. I cannot wait for the season finale this Friday. Crisis on Infinite Earths, we have the synopsis for the first 3 episodes of the crossover. Mindhunter Season 3 is on hold as David Fincher needs to finish his next film first before getting to it. Supposedly, the Justice Society of America will be in Dwayne The Rock Johnson's Black Adam film, so that's interesting right there. Apple has already renewed M. Night Shyamalan's Servant for Season 2. So very cool there. I think Servant looks really creepy, and that comes out, I think, maybe this Friday on Apple TV+. America's Got Talent Shake Up number 2. That's right. 2 judges have exited ahead of Season 15. That's right. Gabrielle Union and Julianne Hough, who just joined this last season as judges, are out. They are out already. Simon Cowell and... oh my God, I'm spacing. Howie Mandel, Jesus. They'll be returning, and then I guess they'll have 2 new judges with them when it rolls around. So sad to see them go. Julianne was okay, but I thought Gabrielle did a really good job hosting. But you know, it happens on these shows, so we'll see where it goes from there. Louis Anderson is set to star as a talking cat in a new Fox comedy called Tigsley. Okay. Daniel Craig, we knew it was coming, but he has officially confirmed that he is done with James Bond franchise after this next movie, No Time to Die, is released. So, yes, please let the man go. He doesn't want to do it anymore. Let's see here. Will Patton and Cassidy Freeman have joined the cast of the latest Purge horror movie. Sorry, I'm looking at some other notes here. Record-breaking opening for an animated picture over the Thanksgiving corridor is Frozen 2, opening to $127 million. Fantastic opening there for Frozen 2. In North America, it also set a new animated record for the month of November, as well as scoring the 3rd best domestic start of any time for an animated movie behind Incredibles 2. A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood placed 3rd behind Frozen 2, so that was its debut. And the Russo brothers produced 21 Bridges, a cop thriller starring Chadwick Boseman, placed number 4 overall, and we'll get to the full breakdown later at the end of the show. Godzilla vs. Kong has officially been pushed back to November of 2020. The film was originally supposed to come out in March, and I was just thinking last week, I was like, you know what, this movie's supposed to be out in a couple months, and we haven't seen a trailer. Where the hell is Godzilla vs. Kong? Well, now we know. It's been pushed back to November of 2020, so a year from now before we get that. Newcomer Joe Ellen Pellman is set to lead Ryan Murphy's upcoming show, The Prom. Chris Hemsworth teases Thor Love and Thunder, says they're going to have lots of love and lots of thunder in it, and that they'll probably start filming it mid-next year. AMC still working on bringing out their Walking Dead spin-off. They released the first teaser for it, so you can check that out, a second spin-off series for The Walking Dead. We have the trailer for The Last Full Measure, starring Samuel L. Jackson and Sebastian Stan. J.J. Abrams confirms that The Rise of Skywalker won't be the longest episode. That's right, the new movie was rumored to be around 3 hours, but now we're finding out that the movie's just 2 hours and 21 minutes. So therefore, The Last Jedi is still the longest in the Star Wars camp. DC updates. So lots of stuff cooking. Supposedly, they might be doing spin-off films on some of the villains that pop up in this new Batman movie. J.J. Abrams still possibly working on maybe something for Superman. That supposedly the Green Lantern Corps is still a high priority on DC's list to get that going. So lots of stuff moving around in the DC world. Mark Ruffalo, Kevin Feige pulled him aside a couple weeks ago and said, hey, do you still want to tell more stories with the Hulk? And he said yes. And they did some pitches. And Mark Ruffalo actually pitched a Hulk versus Wolverine movie. Ooh, I like the sound of that. So, will it go anywhere? Who knows? But this is something at least that's been pitched to Kevin Feige, so we'll see. Congratulations to Disney Plus original show, The Mandalorian. That's right, the Star Wars show, The Mandalorian, has officially topped Stranger Things as the #1 streaming show overall. Incredible. I love it. That is awesome. Congratulations to The Mandalorian, which we're 3 episodes in, and it's been fantastic. Sex Education Season 2 gets a January premiere date over on Netflix. And Julia Louis-Dreyfus and Will Ferrell's upcoming film, Downhill, which is an English-language remake of the 2014 Swedish film Force Majeure, is set to open on Valentine's Day. And that, my friends, is your news of the last week. Look at that. See, we get back to our weekly schedule, and we're under the hour mark. I absolutely love it. Let's get to releases. So out on Blu-ray and DVD today is Angel Has Fallen, Don't Let Go, and Where'd You Go, Bernadette. So those all hitting disc today. Now on digital, I know myself, because I only do digital. And today, actually, Hustlers was released, and Ready or Not. So I picked up both of those today on digital. 2 really solid movies. In theaters this Friday is going to be Knives Out and Queen and Slim. So those movies hit this Friday. Like I said, already saw Knives Out, 4 out of 5 stars. Check it out. And let's do box office, baby. Coming in at number 10, it's Joker with 2.8 mil. Number 9 is Last Christmas with 3 million. Number 8 is Charlie's Angels with 3.2. Number 7 is The Good Liar with 3.8. Number 6 is Playing with Fire with 4.6. Number 5 is Midway with 4.7. Number 4 is 21 Bridges with 9.3. Number 3 is A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood with 13.5. Number 2 is Ford v Ferrari with 16 million. And number 1 is Frozen 2 with $127 million. Incredible. So there you have it, my friends. That is our show this week. Thank you so much for tuning in and getting through all the latest and greatest in entertainment news with me. Let's do some shout-outs, why don't we? Our official webpage is amiontheair.com. You can like us on Facebook at facebook.com/amiontheair. Follow us on Twitter at amiontheair. You can follow me on Twitter directly at DXDonMega. We are available on Apple Podcast. If Apple Podcast ain't your thing, don't you worry. We are available on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Spreaker, Stitcher, TuneIn, all the different Google Play Podcasts. We're on all the different platforms, so check it out, y'all. We're available on YouTube and Instagram, so make sure you just look up Am I on the Air? Follow me on Stardust at Don Mega, DonMega, and I'll give you a follow back. Stardust, a really cool app with 30-second video reviews. It's awesome. Gets the job done right away, whether you should see something or not. And, of course, our great affiliates at RedDragonsRadio.com. Follow on Twitter at RedDragonsRadio. That'll do it for me, ladies and gentlemen, on this Tuesday, November the 26th. It's a busy, busy week for me. We got lots of stuff going on this week at work. It, of course, is Black Friday this Friday. I'm in retail. It's busy as hell, and we're about to shut it down. And, of course, I want to wish everybody a big, big happy Thanksgiving this Thursday. Eat up, enjoy some food, get full, and have a fun time with it with family and friends. I hope everyone has a great Thanksgiving. And we'll be back next week with another brand new edition of Am I on the Air? So until next time, y'all. Peace!
Bye, everybody! Red Dragons! Red Dragons!